So when I made the first part to this, I was on a rush schedule. I was trying to get out the door, trying to finish all my work here so I can go shoot some more music and stuff like that. So I apologize. I didn't give amount of respect that I think it deserves, and I think we should correct that today. Let's get to it.
Said I'm a rock star, mixed it with a roster. Aim for that top spot. I promise you bitches I'm gon' be on that roster. Now I'm showing out, no competition. I'ma blow 'em down, no more wishing. I'ma show 'em how to make a composition. Probably going out,
So, shortly after I posted the first video, I had gotten this comment, and I love you for it, because I did forget about Rustage when it comes to his original songs, his anime-related songs, the fact his work ethic never stops, he's not afraid to switch cadences, try stuff different. His musicality in general is just top tier. Definitely, he is worth in the conversation. I'm gonna give my rose to him. Another person I would like to give a rose to is Dizzy8. One of my all-time favorite songs from him is the Only Carnage Venom song. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, plus it's just great music together. It's amazing. Some of his Red Hood songs are also in my top ones, but he also does music with fabvl and the likes of other anime artists. So he's definitely worth bringing up. He's an amazing artist as well. After thinking of this, started to think about all the other anime artists that led me up to listening to these guys. So today I wanted to give out roses to those who have came before. Let's talk Nerdcore / anime rap part 2. I use Nerdcore because it is such a broad spectrum, whether it's from TV shows, movies, anime, video games, and even sometimes history. There's definitely a lot of artists out there. My first ever nerdcore artist that I really listened to was ERB, and they rode the line between having something that's funny and something that musically sounds really good. Still doing it to this day, so instrumental to YouTube's growth and the birth of the genre. I think ERB is such a staple, and I think it will remain a staple until they inevitably retire. But after listening to ERB, it led me into one of my favorite nerdcore artists, and that was DA Games. I was originally shown DA Games' song Break My Mind by my sister, and at the time I was a big fan of FNAF, so that just kind of scratched that itch for me. He mixed rock and rap, and it sounded amazing. The song itself I still go back and listen to, and that just really inspired me to go through his whole discography and find out he has a bunch of original music too, with Onyx Colony and now his newest projects, Iris. He's definitely still giving out original music, and even in some of his other video game type stuff, he still gets out more personal information in those, and it's nice to sit down and listen to someone who has passion into it. Huge fan back in the day, and I definitely give my rose to him. After listening to DA Games, it led me to other artists such as JT Music, CG5, all the big ones, and that really was my childhood. And I would continuously listen to these video game songs and everything else like that. Even Smosh did some video game songs too. Definitely, that was the birth of my interest into the nerdcore genre. And then came Dan Bull, which Dan Bull is an alien, dude. His lyricism is out of this world, insane, and some of the stuff that he does, it's impeccable. The fact that he can have all these styles and cadences, he understands it, he breaks it down, he does things differently with it. It's so fucking cool. JT Music was really good for his music as well, and it actually introduced me to fabvl before I knew who fabvl was, because of a lot of songs that they have featured on together. I didn't know about fabvl specifically from that, but I just remember hearing him, and it's funny that later on he ended up becoming one of my most favorite artists. It wasn't until YouTube had switched algorithms and everything of the landscape has changed, I started moving on to listening to more YouTube rappers. In that era, there were a lot of rappers that I didn't think did it well enough. I think they just did it for a gimmick. But there were a few really good artists. One of the ones I stuck to was Crypt, because of course he had a draw, he had the fast rapping challenges, and Quadeca. I got introduced to him because he did the styles of rap and stuff like that. But the ciphers were very important for me because I found out about fabvl during the first YouTube rap cipher. Checked him out, realized that he did video game music, and that kind of scratched my itch. I was like, yeah, I love DA Games. I used to listen to JT Music all the time, so yeah, I checked him out and stuff like that. And then I found out that him and JT Music had made music in the past, and I was like, oh, okay, so I have heard of him. And I continued kind of here back and forth, kind of listening to it. But I was more interested into the YouTube rap scene at the time, just how it is. After going through the first YouTube cipher, I found out about SFJ, and SFJ does reactions, and I watched through a lot of it, especially during the whole Dax era, which I won't talk about. It's old news. And then, of course, the Quadeca and KSI drama, which is also really, really old. But I did find out about SFJ, watched his channel for a while, and then he reacted to fabvl, which I thought was really fucking cool with his Dragon Ball Z song. And that's when I noticed that, anime rap was starting to actually become more and more of a thing. Rather than, okay, people are doing it, but now it's starting to gain a lot more attention. And I watched the one where SFJ reacted to DPS, and that is how I got introduced to Daddy Fat Snaps. Ever since then, it's just been an open door, and I've just tried to listen to as many anime artists as possible. It doesn't even have to be anime now these days. I'm starting to listen to local artists now too, and I just love music. But yeah, SFJ was like the real first reason why I got into anime rap. I have to at least give him that. I still do watch from time to time, but I mean, as you can see from his most recent, he's just not really caring about the anime rap community anymore. And I think that there's more of a reason for that. I'm just not I don't know everything about what happened with him in the anime rap community. It's just, I did like his breakdowns, and I'm sad to see it go. fabvl and like all these other people, I still love, and I think that their music has only gotten better since then, and that includes Rustage, Dizzy 8, a couple other ones that I'm just not thinking of at the moment. And anime nerdcore together is just an amazing genre. Still waiting on a fabvl and DA Games track though. That would be sick. I just really hope to see this community flourish more, even though it's already doing it. I just love to see different creators work with different creators and the relationships built there. Of course, it is competitive, so I'm always here for a little bit of competition, but it is what it is. People are going to do what they want to do, live their life the way that they want to live. But definitely my roses go out to everybody I mentioned today. All of them were instrumental to where the YouTube as a whole is a really great place for music. And a lot of these solo artists are better than some of the industry stuff that I've heard. Definitely a lot of respect going around. Which brings me on to the last point of this video. The anime song that I talked about in the last video. If you guys want it sooner, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. It really, really helps out. And I will do my damnedest to at least release the audio sooner than the video. That all being said, I love you guys. I love the anime nerdcore community so much, and I can't wait to finally step into it. And if it doesn't work out, it don't work out. It's fine. But I at least had fun doing it. And sorry if I forgot anything really, really drastically important. If anything, could always make another video if you want me to go even more in depth and just review one artist at a time. And I'm fine doing that, man. They have such great music, and I can find out some stuff too along the way. So thank you guys so much. I got a new song out. You guys are going to see a teaser of it at the end of this video. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Let's get ready!
Bitch, I'm high as Mars. I've been smoking on that potent pack and chilling with some stars. Ain't no way that I am going back to healing all my scars. Rather give them, that's a fucking back than trying to catch a charge. But I'm sick of the way they fucking act like.
Call me 3H Pluto when you see me, I'm high as an astronaut. And I'm chasing money and my goals while you probably not. I'm a space cadet, a rising star, you can't tell me shit. I'm a speed racer, driving spaceships and I'm pushing
shit I'm cooking, but now